Hi there, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages as a general reading, so the roles might get reversed, or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? Let's do it, Sagittarius. So this is going to be a you versus them format. I'm going to be pulling cards about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I am also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session. This week, be careful of the way that you sit, because if you're not careful of the way that you sit, there's a high tendency of you actually having like a shoulder or back pain. What are the challenges for Sagittarius? Future. Sagittarius in the past. Ooh. Okay. There's something here that you feel that you're missing out on. Okay. Let's talk about your energy for a while. There is this pain that you're carrying around, that you're still carrying around. Okay. And I feel that at this present moment, you guys are focused very much on healing. King of Pentacles is in upright position, nor is in reverse. So I'm going to take it like that. I feel that there is kind of like a resolution that you've promised yourself that you guys are going to be doing. And sometimes you would find yourself a bit slacking, but it's okay as long as you fight that. I feel that eventually you guys are going to be very consistent and persistent about it. But there's something interesting here, Sagittarius, 2 of Wands and also the 4 of Wands in upright position. I feel that at this present moment, there is this sense of longing for a closer human connection. I feel that in the present moment, there's something about you wanting to go out there and find people who are as genuine as you, who are as authentic as you, and people who would feel like home by a lot. There's this longing of you of doing actually something that is fun. What is the challenges within your love connection? 7 of Cups and also the 8 of Wands in upright position. I feel that the challenges here has a lot to do with the communication. It's either the communication exists, but it's so freaking confusing, or there is a non-existing type of connection, which means that there is no contact whatsoever, and it gets you to wonder what is actually going on. And the other person as well, what really is going on. There's a lot of questions that is still circling around your head and this person's head. Now, in the past, you have the Page of Wands and you also have the King of Wands in upright position. You're very attractive when you guys are in your element, when you are very playful, when you know what you want, when your self-confidence is up on the roof. You're very attractive. I do feel that there's somebody here who's really attractive by your playful nature, of your ability to make them laugh, of your ability to make them feel at ease. And that way is kind of like the reason why they love you here. Okay. However, in the present moment, there's like a lot of pain that this person is feeling. Okay. But the pain doesn't really stop them into wanting to take a giant leap of faith with you. In the future, Knight of Wands and also the Sun card. I feel that happy times is here, Sagittarius. Happy time really is here. Because I feel that there's going to be a lot of circumstances that is actually going to be aligned to a point where I do see an expansion in your love department here. And also in your money department as well. So let's start clarifying them, okay? Because I'm excited with your reading. Because I'm a Sagittarius myself. Okay, let's do it. I want to clarify this 10 of Swords from their side. Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, and also the Justice. One of the reasons why this person is hurting has a lot to do with them expecting that with whatever it is that they have done to you, eventually you would feel the disappointment. You would feel hurt. You would feel all of that stuff. I don't think that's what you did, though. It's like they feel that you've wronged them or have hurt them a lot. And again, you may be sitting there and be like, no, Anisa, they hurt me. I know, right? But like, I actually have an ex of mine who hurt me so bad, but he considered me actually hurting him, me being the asshole. So yeah, they're actually expecting you to be feeling stressed out. They're expecting you to get a taste of karma and stuff like that. But I just don't think that happened. And that's one of the reasons why they feel so in pain. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles here. The Fool, Temperance, Four of Cups in upright position. You might be dealing with a Taurus too here, because there is a sense of a bit of a numbness that I'm sensing from you here too, Sagittarius, that although you are back in your element, but I feel that there's something here that you guys are working on to a point where emotions, sometimes there's this delay of you feeling your own emotions, like something stressful happening and then you don't feel it right away, but after that thing has passed and you're like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. So there's something here about you trying to numb yourself down because you're so busy on working towards being back in your element again. Okay, let's clarify the Fool. Let's clarify the Chariot. You will receive a signal or a communication. It's either going to happen really, really soon or it has happened already. But you're going to be receiving some sort of either informations that they purposefully trying to give you, or a communication, or like a message from one of your mutual friends, whatever that may be. The intention behind it has a lot to do with them wanting you to nurture this connection again. But it's not a very active type of card, you see. So it's not as if like this person is going to be talking to you as if like, yo, Sagittarius, can we work this out? Yeah, Sagittarius, I think there's something here about our connection that we need to fix. It's not really like that. It's just something that they do in order to invite you to do it to them. You know what I mean? So there's still less vulnerability, but it's more like, so it's like maybe they send one of your mutual friends to talk to you about them, or your family to talk to you about them, or they're, again, like if you don't have any type of mutual friends or mutual type of family, they might change their WhatsApp status or change their profile picture or just post something that will trigger some sort of reactions out of you in their social media or whatever. But there's something here that they're doing so that it will invite you to do something to them. So it's not very frontal, full face on kind of thing. Would you be down for that? Would you fall for that? I don't think so. Why? It's because I feel that you fear conflict. You fear that you are going to be distracted from the thing that you're very excited and pursuing at this very moment. I feel that there's something here that you're pursuing. Either it could be your work, your career, your finances, or your new health journey, whatever that may be, right? Or you want to relocate, whatever that may be. You're so focused on that. That's something that you want to go for. And you're afraid with this person's presence in your life could create some sort of distractions. Right? And you're also afraid of the fight. Like, I don't think that, again, you've been numbing your emotions down here, Sagittarius. Okay? You've been numbing your emotions down to a point where you're content because, well, I don't care if I'm numb. At least I don't feel the highest high and lowest low. I don't care. I don't really care. At least I don't feel the highest high and the lowest low. I don't feel anxious. I don't feel super happy and then super sad the next day. I don't feel that way. And you fear that word to come. Should you start, falling for their invitation? Let's clarify the future. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands here. Queen of Swords, Two of Cups, and also the Two of Wands in upright position. Well, let's just clarify all cards. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, Sagittarius. Okay. Guys, so you are going to have two options in the future, okay? The first one is you're going to go back to, either you're going to go back to the things that you don't want to have that causes you like a lot of anxieties. Or again, you might be dealing with a new person with the same pattern. And then there's going to be another person who is actually going to be exhibiting a lot of green flags, but you start seeing it as a red flag. Okay? Bear with me. Now, this Knight of Wands, a possible fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Super mysterious, super avoidant, has walls built up around them, but you find them intriguing. You want to know why you find them intriguing? Because this is how you equate love. This is your definition of love, honey. Why? Oh my God, you're so cold. You don't let me in. I freaking adore you for doing that to me. Oh my God. You make me super duper anxious. I'm so excited talking to you every day. Why? Why? I thought we've talked about this in your previous reading, was it? About starting to look for people with the same practical values that you are. So you opt for compatibility rather than chemistry, because chemistry is our neurological reactions towards something that is familiar. If you're familiar with narcissists, you would always feel an amazing chemistry with narcissists. If you're familiar with people who look down on you, undermine your thoughts, your opinions, you would always have an amazing chemistry with people who think that they're smarter than you. So that way, their red flags become a green flag for you, because that's the kind of love that you always know. And then people who actually exhibit like real green flags, you see that as a red flag. Like I think it was about a year ago where I was kind of like quite heartbroken. And then there's somebody came into my life. He was really, really nice, right? Like he checked up on me Monday morning, afternoon, evening, and then he would often visit me. And then every morning he would actually bring me breakfast before he go to work, and then he would make time to meet me and everything. So he was really, really available. But at that time, I was so used to dealing with people who are not healthy, who's kind of like quite toxic, and I was emotionally unavailable because I was still trying to move on. His green flags become a red flag for me. Oh, you're too available. Like, why? I just woke up. Why the hell are you in my house? You know what I mean? Like, his green flags become a red flag. And this is what I fear happening to you in the future. That when somebody actually exhibits like a lot of green flags, you start seeing that as a red flag. And when somebody starts to exhibit red flags, you would see that as a green flag. Because that's always the kind of love that you know. You're so difficult. Gosh, I love you. Not making I'm not shading you here, but that's what I see. Let me give you a stable, healthy relationship where both of us could be best friends and both of us could actually emotionally support and mentally support one another. Your relationship with your best friend is a lot better than your relationship with your partner, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Let me give you a room for you to expand. Let me work on this expansion of our connection. No, don't want to do it. You see what I mean, Sagittarius? Somebody's red flags become your green flag. Somebody's green flag becomes your red flag. This is what you need to be super duper aware of. because there is an opportunity for you to actually be in a healthy, functioning relationship that again is stable. It will feel pretty boring, but it's stable. So what you fear from your past person, a relationship that has the highest high and the lowest low, you still do it again in the future. Be careful of this one, okay? Now that you know ahead of time, careful of making that decision, okay? So let's pull some advice here for you here, Sagittarius. Ooh, Knight of Wands, the Moon, Queen of Wands in upright position. This is all about you needing to go back again to your element. The first one is a Knight of Wands. I feel that you need to start to become a bit more playful. As I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, there's something here about you missing out having fun, missing out going out there, doing things that you feel that, oh my God, like if I were to be doing it again, I'm going to be super duper content. And there's something here about like, just go after it. Just do it. What do you want to do? You want to hang out with your friends? You want to go to the beach? What do you want to do? Go ahead and do it. I think you need to go back to your playful nature. Okay. Now, the second one is that you have the Moon and you also have the Queen of Wands. That subconscious pattern of us of attracting the same type of patterns over and over again will always be there. Okay. But what makes it a different is that how do you recognize yourself this time? Define what is actually your definition of love. What is your definition of commitment? What is it that you seek for in a partnership? Try to define it. That way, when somebody new or somebody in the past were to be coming to you, you could judge it based on that. Does it bring any type of added benefit into my life? Will that person support me? Will that person actually brings about like a lot of growth in my life? Or they bring me a lot of stress? Which one do you want? Do you think the Queen of Wands would want somebody to make them feel like this? I don't think so. I don't think so. Fire signs are usually prideful. Where is your pride, Sagittarius? Where is that self-respect? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the Queen of Wands. Hell, I'm a Sagittarius. I don't deserve to be treated like this. It's not in my element. You're killing my vibe. You're killing my fire. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, guys. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.